Imagine you're home alone one night and there's a knock at the door. You open it to find two children standing on your porch. They're calm, almost unnervingly so. One of them speaks, asking, "Can we come in?" But something about them feels off. Their faces are pale, their clothes outdated, and then you notice their eyes, completely black with no whites or irises. This is the chilling legend of the black-eyed children, a phenomenon that has been terrifying people around the world for decades. The first known account of the black-eyed children emerged in the late 1990s. A journalist named Brian Bethel from Abilene, Texas, reported an eerie encounter that would spark years of speculation and fear. According to Bethel, he was sitting in his car one evening when two boys, around 10 to 14 years old, approached. They asked for a ride, saying they needed to get home to retrieve some money. Bethel recalled feeling an overwhelming sense of dread as he looked at them. When his gaze met theirs, he noticed their pitch-black eyes. Without thinking, he made an excuse, started his car, and drove away. Bethel's story spread like wildfire, prompting others to come forward with similar tales. Reports of encounters with black-eyed children began pouring in from across the globe. The stories varied slightly in detail, but the core elements remained the same. Pale children aged 6 to 16 with jet-black eyes and an unsettling presence. They often appear at night, knocking on doors or windows, and always asking for permission to come inside. Their requests are often simple. "Can we use your phone?" Or "We need to come in and get warm." But here's the strange part. They can't enter without being invited. This detail has led many to compare them to vampires or demonic entities, as folklore often describes such beings needing permission to cross a threshold. So, who or what are the black-eyed children? Theories abound, each one more unsettling than the last. Some believe they are extraterrestrial beings, sent to observe or even abduct humans. Their strange behavior and unnatural eyes lend some credence to this idea. Others suggest they might be ghosts or spirits trapped between worlds and seeking refuge. There's even a theory that they are government experiments gone wrong, hybrid beings or clones created for a sinister purpose. Skeptics argue that the black-eyed children are nothing more than urban legends, fueled by the internet and collective paranoia. They point out that most encounters lack concrete evidence, such as photographs or video recordings. But for those who claim to have seen them, the fear is all too real. Take the story of a woman from Vermont. She reported that one snowy evening, she heard loud knocking on her front door. When she opened it, she found two children, a boy and a girl, standing in the snow, dressed in light clothing inappropriate for the weather. They asked to come inside to wait for their parents. Feeling uneasy but sympathetic, she let them in. As the children sat silently on her couch, she noticed their strange, pale complexions and black eyes. Suddenly, she felt dizzy and nauseous. Her pets, a dog and a cat, began acting erratically, growling and hissing at the children. The woman's husband entered the room and, upon seeing the children, demanded they leave. The children stood up without protest, walked out the door, and vanished into the night. Soon after, the couple experienced a series of health problems and strange occurrences in their home, leading them to believe they had invited something evil inside. The black-eyed children phenomenon shares similarities with other supernatural legends, such as shadow people or alien abduction accounts. In each case, the entities seem to evoke an instinctive, primal fear, a sense that something is profoundly wrong. This fear, often described as paralyzing, is a hallmark of these encounters. Psychologists offer another explanation. The encounters could be attributed to sleep paralysis or hallucinations brought on by stress, anxiety, or even hypnagogic states, the transitional phase between wakefulness and sleep. These states can create vivid and terrifying experiences that feel completely real. But what if the black-eyed children are more than a psychological trick? What if they are real? One chilling theory suggests that they might be harbingers of doom. Witnesses have reported experiencing bad luck, illness, or even death after encountering these beings. Some believe the black-eyed children are omens, appearing before tragedies or disasters. Could they be a warning or something far worse? There's also a cultural angle to consider. Legends of black-eyed beings aren't new. In many cultures, black eyes are associated with demonic possession, curses, or the supernatural. These stories have been told for centuries, suggesting that the black-eyed children might be a modern manifestation of age-old fears. In the end, the legend of the black-eyed children remains just that, a legend. Whether they are real or a product of collective imagination, Their stories have captured the human psyche in a way that few urban legends do. They tap into our most primal fears, the unknown, the uncanny, and the unsettling feeling that danger is closer than we think. So the next time you hear a knock at your door late at night, will you open it? And if you do, what will you find waiting on the other side? Would you dare to invite them in?